Good day, everyone, and welcome to the ETEEAP Internal Process Orientation from Ale India International Educational Consultancy. Over the next 20 to 25 minutes, I will walk you through the entire applicant life cycle, from your very first email to us, all the way to the successful submission of your documents to your chosen school. Our goal is to make every step of the process crystal clear so that you are never confused about what to do next in any phase of your application. Please give this presentation your full attention. Let us begin. Let us begin with slide 1, the management fee. A question we receive very often is, what exactly does the management fee cover? Here is the full picture. On the left side of the slide, you will see the complete list of inclusions. This covers the printing of your documents with the clear book folder, notary services to certify that your submissions are original and valid, 3 certificate trainings and 1 outreach program certificate, both required by the school, interview assistance, so that when the school schedules an interview with you, we will guide you on how to respond, submission of your transcript of records and diploma to the registrar, enrollment certification, and ID collection, all handled directly by our team. There is also Pabaya TF, which is our tuition fee facilitation service, class coordination, so that your schedule stays organized. And if there is any module you find difficult, a tutorial with a facilitator is available on consultation. Now please take note, a few items are not included in the management fee. These are TOGA collection through LBC courier, clearance fees, and the exit assistance for delivering your diploma and transcript of records to your home address in the Philippines via the University LBC service. These are separate fees, so please keep them in mind. Now on the right side of the slide, the 3 payment milestones. First, the application fee, 200 Saudi riyals if you are in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, or 3,500 pesos if you are in the Philippines. This amount is non-refundable, but the good news is that it is deductible from your total management fee, so it becomes part of your overall payment. Second, the pre-assessment completion fee, 500 Saudi riyals. This is the milestone that triggers our submission of your documents to the school. Once this amount is settled, we proceed with notarization, we compile the hardbound book, and we courier everything with a tracking number directly to the school. And third, the balance, this is settled once you have been officially admitted to the school. That is the final payment for the complete service. In short, 3 clear milestones, transparent breakdown, no hidden charges. You can be fully confident that what we say is what you pay. Moving on to slide 2, initiating contact. How do you begin your application with us? Just 3 simple steps. Step 1, send a simple hi or hello email to our official address, jazafra@pcu.edu.ph. Very important. In the subject line of that email, please indicate your intended degree. For example, if you want to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, put BSBA in the subject line. If it is BS Computer Science, put BS Computer Science. This helps us immediately identify what your inquiry is about. Step 2. Once we receive your email, we will reply and explain step 1. The application fee of 200 Saudi riyals or 3,500 pesos. As mentioned, it is non-refundable but deductible. This reply from us is what establishes your email thread with our office. All of our future communication happens inside this same thread. Step 3. After you have made the payment, please submit your proof of payment. But an important reminder, do not start a new email. Simply click Reply All on the same email thread and attach your proof of payment, either a screenshot or a scanned receipt, so we can validate it. On the right side of the slide, you can see a sample screenshot of the reply email you will receive from us. That is exactly what our step 1 email looks like. Why is it important to keep everything in one thread? For clarity, for organization, and to avoid any confusion. All communication with us, the application fee, proof of payment, requirements, follow-ups, everything stays in one place, one thread, one application file. Very simple, very clear. Say hello, make the payment, click reply all. That is steps 1 to 3. Slide 3, Payment Channels. For the application fee and for all your future payments, these are the official bank accounts of Professor Ryan M. Allende, the owner and site coordinator of Allende International. You have 3 options, depending on where you are located and which bank is most convenient for you. First, if you are in the Philippines or you have a PNB account, Philippine National Bank, account name Ryan M. Allende. The complete account details will be sent to you by email once we receive your inquiry. Second, BDO, Banco de Oro, also in the Philippines, account name Ryan M. Allende. This is the option most of our applicants prefer, since BDO has branches almost everywhere in the country. And third, if you are here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Saudi National Bank, account name Ryan Montero Allende. The complete IBAN will be sent to you by email so you can transfer directly from your Saudi-based account. In the screenshot at the bottom of the slide, you can see the sample message we send to applicants, including the actual bank card attachments. That is what our email looks like once we receive your inquiry. One important rule to remember, please send your proof of payment on the same email thread. Reply all, not a new email. I will say it again. Reply all on the existing thread. Why is this important? For the same reason as before, so that all communication regarding your application stays in one place. If you start a new email, there is a real risk we might miss it, or that it gets mixed up with another applicant. So please always stay on the same thread. After you reply all with your proof of payment, we automatically verify it. And once it is confirmed, you simply wait for our next email, the beginning of step 2 in your journey. Slide 4, Requirements and Attachments. Once we have verified your application fee payment, we reply to your thread with 6 requirements and several attachments. Let me walk you through each one. 1. Select your school and course. Among the attachments is a list of participating schools and the courses they offer. Please review the list carefully and choose the school and course you want to pursue. This is the foundation of your application. 2. Fill out the ETEEAP application form. This is also included in the attachments. Please complete it fully and truthfully with every detail accurate. 3. Prepare your required documents. There is a checklist included in the attachments along with a color-coded legend. Please follow it in full. And very important, name your files properly and clearly. For example, birth certificate, juandelacruz.pdf. Also, please do not send attachments through Google Drive or any other link sharing service. Every file must be a direct attachment to the email. 4. Prepare your letter of intent. A sample is included in the attachments. Please address it to 2 parties, the ETEEAP Secretariat and the specific school you have chosen. The sample is already formatted. You simply copy the format and customize the content. 5. Prepare your letter of recommendation. A sample is also included. Very important. This must be printed on the official letterhead of your company here abroad, duly signed and stamped by your employer. A plain bond paper version cannot be accepted. It must be official. And 6. Send everything in PDF format. Please convert every document to PDF. And once again, reply only to the existing email thread. On the right side of the slide, you can see the sample email we send. Attached to that email are 9 items, the forms, the sample letters, the checklist, and other reference materials. It is a lot of attachments, but every single one is there to guide you in preparing correctly. There is a line in red at the bottom of that email which reads, "When you are ready to send your documents, please reply only to this email thread for easy and seamless communication." Please follow this instruction carefully. In short, this is your preparation phase. The care you put into preparing your documents here will determine how smoothly you move to the next phase. Slide 5. Tracking documents complete. Once you have submitted your documents, we track the status through an internal system, a spreadsheet of every applicant that shows which items have been submitted and which items are in order. On the screenshot on the slide, you can see the sample status of one of our applicants, Mr. John Fol Dusaran Baldov, applicant number 57. Please look at his row. Every single column is filled in. Application form, letter of intent, resume, birth certificate, certificate of employment, letter of recommendation, various certificates, and the agreement, all marked as submitted or in order. The advance payment column shows 3,500 pesos. His application fee has been paid. This status, clean, means the applicant is ready for the next phase. What happens next? You can see it in the call out at the bottom of the slide. Migrate to the final group chat. We maintain 2 group chats, the pre-assessment chat and the final chat. Once your status is clean, we onboard you into the final group chat. This is also when your pre-assessment completion fee, the 500 Saudi riyals, is triggered. Once you settle this amount, we take over the next steps. We notarize all your documents, we bind them into a hardbound book, and we courier the package with the tracking number directly to the school. So in practical terms, once you see your status marked clean, simply wait for our instructions regarding the 500 riyals and your migration to the final chat. You are almost there. Slide 6. Tracking documents incomplete. Of course, not every applicant is complete right away. It is very common to still have items pending or not yet submitted. That is exactly the scenario we are looking at here. On the screenshot, you can see Ms. Creste Calago de Lima, applicant number 19. Please notice some of her cells are highlighted in yellow. The birth certificate or marriage column and the agreement column both show to submit as the status. This means she still needs to send those 2 items. All the other columns, resume, certificate of employment, letter of recommendation, various certificates, those are all marked as submitted. No problem there. This status is what we call pending. The legend at the bottom of the slide explains the colors. Yellow means the item is still pending submission. White means the item has been submitted and is in order. This makes it easy for both the applicant and our team to see at a glance what is still needed. And the next step in the call out below, the applicant stays in the pre-assessment group chat. We do not submit to the school yet. We continue to follow up with the applicant to complete the yellow items. Once every column is cleared and the yellow highlights disappear, the status moves to clean and the applicant is ready for migration. One very important reminder, as long as there is yellow on your row, we cannot submit to the school. Your own pace determines our pace. So, as we will emphasize in the next slide, please prioritize completing your documents early. Slide 7. And please give this slide your full attention. Important notes and disclaimer. There are 4 important notes we want to remind you of. Not to discourage you, but to make sure our mutual expectations are perfectly clear. 1. Document completion rests with the applicant. Let me repeat that. Completing your documents is your responsibility. The speed of our pre-assessment depends entirely on how quickly you send the items required of you. If you move quickly, we move quickly. 2. School submission requires the second payment. Once your documents are complete and in order, we will submit them to the school, but on one condition. The second payment of 500 Saudi riyals must be settled. We do not advance the cost of notarization, hardbound binding, and courier service on behalf of the applicant. 3, and this one is critical, school assessment is outside Alenda's control. Once we have submitted your documents to the school, our role becomes limited. We can follow up with the school on your progress, but we have no control over how or when the school will accept your application. That decision belongs to the school. And 4, evaluation timelines vary by school. Different schools work at different speeds, depending on their manpower, their schedule, and how many applicants they are assessing under their program at that time. Some schools are relatively fast, some take longer. Please understand this in advance. It is not our fault if the school takes time, and it is not something we can control. We share this with you openly so that there are no misunderstandings later. Thank you for understanding. And with that, we have reached the end of the presentation. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. I hope this orientation has been clear and helpful. If you have any questions or need any additional information, here are our contact details. By email, jazafra@pcu.edu.ph. Please reply on your existing thread with us. By mobile or WhatsApp, +966 55 0677 820. You are welcome to message us anytime. And our owner is Professor Ryan M. Allende, MBA, owner and site coordinator of Allende International. We are always open to your questions. Please do not hesitate to ask. It is far more painful to remain uncertain than to reach out. And please remember, your success in your application is our success as well. Let us partner properly so that your journey toward higher education is smooth and swift. Thank you.